So we will study today the methods of preparation of hydrogen. First is electrolysis of water. So when water is subjected to electrolysis, hydrogen and oxygen are released. So at cathode, your H positive ions, because cations they move towards cathode, so H positive ions they will move towards cathode. Reduction will take place. There is gain of electrons. H atom is formed, and H atom they combine with each other to form hydrogen gas. And at anode, oxidation takes place. Hydroxide ions they will go. There will be loss of electrons. Hydroxides are produced and they will combine with each other to give you water and oxygen. Gas is liberated. Then second method is by reaction of steam on coke. This is coke, carbon, and steam. When it is subjected to steam at 120 degree Kelvins in the presence of nickel, we get carbon monoxide and hydrogen. We get a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, and this is called as water gas. And this reaction is exothermic in nature. This reaction is exothermic. There is liberation of energy in this reaction. So this is exothermic reaction. Water gas is formed, and this mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, it is called as water gas. It is also this gas, it is also called as synthesis gas or syn gas, because this is act as a precursor for the production of many hydrocarbons. That is why this gas, in addition to be called as water gas, it is also called as synthesis gas or syn gas. And the process of producing syn gas from coal or coke is called as coal gasification. So what happens when water gas is subjected to steam again at 673 degree Kelvins in the presence of FeCrO4, we get carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. And this reaction, it is called as water gas shift reaction. This reaction, it is called as water gas shift reaction. The next method is hydrocarbon steam process. And hydrocarbons, when they are subjected to steam at 1270 degree Kelvins, we get carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So you can take here methane, example of methane, subjected to steam. 1270 degree Kelvins is the temperature. We get carbon monoxide and 3 molecules of hydrogen. Another example is C3H8, subjected to steam. At 1270 degree Kelvins, we get carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Now, this process is called as steam reforming process. This is called as steam reforming process. Then, next method we have is Lane's process. There are 2 steps in this process. In the first step, which is the oxidation stage, your hydrogen is produced. So when iron fillings, they are subjected to steam at 1025 to 1075 degree Kelvin, we get magnetic oxide of iron, Fe3O4, plus hydrogen gas. And this is an endothermic reaction. Absorption of energy occurs in this reaction. So hydrogen is liberated, and from this magnetic oxide of iron, we can again get iron fillings by reducing them. So if you react this Fe3O4 with carbon monoxide, we will get ferrous and carbon dioxide. And if you react it with hydrogen, we will get ferrous and water. And the reaction again takes place at 1025 to 75 degree Kelvins. Then next method is from methanol. Now CH3OH, that is methanol, when it is heated at 673 degree Kelvins, we get carbon monoxide and hydrogen. And from carbon monoxide plus if you take carbon monoxide plus water and subject it to 673 degree Kelvins of heat, we get carbon dioxide and hydrogen. Then next we have byproduct. This gas hydrogen is byproduct in the manufacture of caustic soda. byproduct in the manufacture of caustic soda, this gas. So if we subject to brine electrolysis, then what will happen at anode? Cl lines will move towards anode in aqueous form, और वहां पे क्या होगा? You will get chlorine and oxidation will occur, and we will get chlorine, and there will be electrons will be released. And at cathode, what will happen? There will be reduction of water. We will get hydrogen gas at cathode and hydroxide ions. So if you look at the overall reaction, Cl lines, water, we will get chlorine, hydrogen, and hydride ions. And since this reaction, this electrolysis of brine electrolysis, sodium hydroxide and chlorine are involved in this electrolysis. So sodium ions, overall reaction, we can add sodium ions in aqueous form, plus chloride ions, aqueous form, water, we will get this chlorine, hydrogen, sodium ions, and hydroxide ions. So these are the methods of production of chlorine. These are the methods of production of, yes, this is the method of production of chlorine and hydrogen also. So thank you.